Hey everybody, Eric here from Brick and Nick and Friends, and today we're taking a quick look at this eXtremeRate case for an Xbox Series controller. First off, I would like to say that I do quite like this color. I'm a huge fan of old Nintendo products, and this color isn't quite the exact same, but it does have the feeling of those old Nintendo shells. The quality in your hand, it feels nice. All the buttons work, the sticks feel good, and yeah, these actually are easier to see what the actual buttons are if you rely on seeing the name of the buttons. A little bit easier to see in person than it is on here. Installation really wasn't that bad. It was pretty easy. The only problem that I had was I wasn't being very careful and I accidentally removed one of the solder joints for the vibration motors, the rumble motors. So I ended up having to solder that back on. So if you're not too good with a soldering iron, I would recommend being extra careful with those because the connections there on the Xbox controller are not very good. But again, that was entirely my fault. Just be a little bit more careful with it. And the one complaint I have is, if you can see here, this bit of the controller does stick out a little bit, so it does catch. It doesn't fit perfectly flush, which I wish it did, but it's really not that big of a deal. You can't really feel it too much when you're playing and holding it. So overall, I'm really happy with how this turned out, and I think the controller looks a lot better than it did with just the white covering.